Just the eerie quiet, the endless cold, the rhythmic crash of waves overhead as you get tumbled, swallowing salt water that roils in your gut. Teeth chattering so hard you think they'll break. When you're that cold, that stressed, that sleep-deprived, your mind can't comprehend 120 more hours. 5.5 days without sleep. It's not a concept you can break down, attack systematically. It's just this overwhelming, crushing weight. And that's when the question bubbles up. The simple, insidious, soul-destroying question every single person who attempts Bud S asks themselves during surf torture. Why am I here? Seems innocent, right? 4 little words, but they're fucking poison, because nobody has to be a SEAL. We weren't drafted, it's a choice. Every second you stay, every wave you endure is another choice, which makes the whole thing seem like masochism. Voluntary torture makes no logical sense. And the rational mind, the one screaming for warmth and comfort, uses that question to unravel you. The instructors, they know this. That's why they stop yelling. They become concerned older brothers. Psycho Pete offers hot soup, warm shower, blankets, a ride back to the barracks. Bait for the quitters. He's harvesting souls, collecting helmets left and right. Because when it's only Sunday night and you know Friday afternoon is light years away and you're colder than you ever thought possible, you're tempted. Tempted to believe you can't hack it. Tempted to believe nobody can. Married guys think of their wives, warm beds. Single guys think of pussy. Anything but this. It's a glittering lure, hard to ignore. But this was my second time through first phase. Class 230, I got double pneumonia during Hell Week. Didn't quit. Doctors pulled me. Defied orders 3 times trying to stay in the fight. They forced me back to day 1, week 1. Class 231, I wasn't fully healed. Lungs still full of mucus, cough rattling my chest. But I was prepared mentally. And I had my boat crew. Boat crew 2, sorted by height because you carry that damn boat everywhere. Size doesn't guarantee toughness, though. Our crew, misfits, square pegs me. The exterminator who lost 100 pounds failed the ASVAB, got rolled back. Chris Kyle, yeah, that Chris Kyle back then. Simple Texas rodeo cowboy, barely said a word. Bill Brown, Aka Freak Brown, hated the name. White version of me, maybe. Tough upbringing, South Jersey River towns. Bullied for his cleft palate, slow in class. Fought back, landed in juvie. Lived on his own at 19, gas station attendant, freezing his balls off on a rusted 10-speed. Walked into a recruiter's office needing structure, purpose, warm clothes. Couldn't swim, taught himself like me. Passed the swim test on the 3rd try. Landed in Bud S rocked PT but struggled in the classroom. Got within 2 weeks of graduation, failed weapons practical. Missed the time limit reassembling his weapon. Flunked out. Bitter end. But he didn't give up. Washed up with me in class 231. 2 chips on his shoulder, hard as fucking hell. Exactly who I wanted to go to war with. First time we carried the boat, I put us both up front, heaviest part. Freak Brown, I yelled. We will be the pillars of boat crew 2, he glared. Don't fucking call me that, Goggins. Well, don't you move out of position, son. You and me up front all fucking week. Roger that, he said, took the lead. Singular focus, get all 6 of us through Hell Week. Had to prove myself, sure, but this was different. Days before Hell Week, got this idea. We needed their schedule, told the crew. They laughed, ignored me. Made no sense, right? How would we get it? Wouldn't knowing make it worse? What if we got caught? Reward worth the risk? I knew it was. I'd tasted Hell Week. Knew the mind games. Knew how easy it was to quit when you're lost in suffering, no end in sight. This wasn't about finding the fittest. It was about finding the strongest minds. Anticipation could be a weapon or it could break you. I believed knowing the schedule, knowing the what, even if the how bad was unknown, would give us an edge. A psychological victory before the shooting started. A foothold. Something to cling to when the instructors were actively trying to beat us down, make us quit. This was war. They were the enemy. We needed intel. Yo man, I'm not playing, I insisted. We need that schedule. Kenny Bigby, the only other black guy from my first class, injured before Hell Week, now back for seconds, raised an eyebrow. Oh shit, he said, grinning. David Goggins is back on the log. He knew. He'd been in the instructor's office, heard the radio chatter during my first Hell Week pneumonia fiasco. Vomiting blood sat him down. Oh shit, Goggins is back on the log. Repeat, Goggins back on the log. Kenny was smaller, not in our crew, but trustworthy. And he had the key. Cleaned the instructor's office, had access. That night tiptoed into enemy territory, liberated the schedule, copied it, slipped it back. First victory secured. Knowing is one thing, enduring is another. Torture is torture. You go through it, not around it. I kept my crew focused, putting out max effort always. Boat lifts, log PT, run, swim runs, went hard, surf torture. I hummed the theme from Platoon. Adagio in strings. Saddest, most epic shit ever. Stretched my arms out like Sergeant Elias getting gunned down. Sang my ass off in the freezing water. Pissed off the instructors, fired up my crew. Found humor in the delirium, laughter in the pain. Turned their melodramatic bullshit upside down. Gave us control over our emotions, if not the situation. Mind game. Wasn't gonna lose. The races between boat crews. That was the game within the game. Everything was a competition. Winning crew got rest, maybe. Losers got extra beat downs from Psycho Pete, extra doses of verbal abuse designed to break you. Absolutely pathetic. You let guys like this in the field, you're gonna get us all killed. Watching him berate others. Dual sensation. Hated him, hated bullies, but also fueled me. He came at me hard, fine. Between surf torture sessions, guys huddled for warmth. I stood apart, shivering, fuck no, didn't twitch. Let him see it didn't touch me. Bothered the hell out of him. One luxury, chow. Ate like kings usually, but this hell week. Command decided MREs were more realistic, cold rations. No hot food, no massive calorie dumps to fuel the furnace. Made it harder to stay warm, harder to push through. Miserable, but I fucking loved it, thrived on that barbaric beauty, seeing a soul destroyed then rise again. Knew what my body could take. Knew what the mind could endure, fed off it. Legs felt wrong though, knee barking since day one. Pain manageable for now. Injury. That was the real fear, had to block it out. Went full caveman, dark place. Just me, the pain, the mission, willing to die to get through, wasn't the only one pushing limits. Wednesday night, 36 hours to go, caterpillar swim, boat crews on their backs, legs locked around torsos, swimming in a chain using only hands. John Scott, 62, 225 specimen, sick since breakout, med checks all week. Saw him on the pool stairs before we started, jackhammering. Looked frozen but radiating heat. Full-blown pneumonia, pulmonary edema setting in. Knew that look, that feeling. During the swim, his legs went limp, sank like a stone. Instructors pulled him out, chaos. Medics worked on him, we heard it all, lined up by the fence, backs to the pool. Knew it was bad, 5 minutes, still not breathing. Sent us to the locker room, transported to hospital. Later, SBG walked into the classroom, delivered the news cold. Mr. Scott is dead. Gut punch. Collective gasp from men already on the edge. SBG unmoved. This is the world you live in, not the first, won't be the last. Looked at Scott's roommate. Mr. Moore, don't steal any of his shit. Walked out. Just another fucked up day. Grief, nausea, relief. Mixed emotions churning. Sad, sick about Scott. Relieved to have survived. But SBG's cold truth, that resonated. This is the world. Special ops demands callousness. Not saying it's good, not proud of it, but it's necessary. A calloused world demands a calloused mind. Hell Week ended 36 hours early. No pizza, no brown shirt ceremony. 25 men left out of 156, me, swollen like the Pillsbury Doughboy on crutches. 21 weeks of training left, patella fractured, both shins riddled with stress fractures. Walk week, supposed recovery, cut short after 48 hours. Instructors pissed off, took it out on us. Every metric, I was fucked. Moving my ankle sent fire up my shins. 60 miles of running per week ahead, on broken legs, seemed impossible. Lived off base, Chula Vista shithole apartment, mold problem. Pregnant wife, stepdaughter. Remarried Pam after the first Badwater. Financed a Honda Passport, 60K in debt. Happiness, miles away. Broken body, broke financially, precarious future. Night before training resumed, shaved my head. Stared in the mirror. 2 years of pushing pain, coming back for more. Succeeded only to be broken again. How thick was the callus? How much pain could one man take? Could I run on broken legs? Woke 3:30 a.m., drove to base. Limped to the Bud-S cage. Dark, alone, surf rolling in the distance. Dug through my dive bag, 2 rolls of duct tape, smiled. Insane plan, pulled a thick black tube sock over my right foot. Shin tender, ankle screaming. Looped the tape. Heel up over ankle, back down, around the foot, up the calf. Tight. First coat. Another sock. Taped it again, same way. 2 sock layers, 2 tape layers, lace the boot tight. Ankle shin immobilized, soft cast, did the left foot, took an hour, hurt to walk but the sharp tearing pain from ankle movement, tolerable, maybe, had to find out, first run, trial by fire, couldn't use feet, lower legs, had to drive from the hip flexors. Intense focus, isolating movement, generating power from the core hips. First 30 minutes, worst pain of my fucking life. Tape cutting into skin. Pounding shockwaves vibrating up shattered shin bones. This is it, I thought. 5 months of this. Impossible. Quitting whispered sweet release. Why endure this? Failure is inevitable. Why delay? Fucked in the head, that old question again. Why? Only way to guarantee failure is to quit right now, motherfucker. Talking to myself again, screaming silently over the agony. Take the pain, or it's not just your failure, it's your family's failure. Imagine finishing, enduring, actually pulling this shit off. Bought me another half mile. Pain crashed back, typhoon of misery. People struggle through, but as healthy, you're doing it on broken legs. Who else could even think this shit? Run 1 minute on one broken leg, let alone 2. Only Goggins, 20 minutes in, fucking machine. Every step from now makes you harder. That thought, cracked the code. Password accepted. Calloused mind activated. 40-minute mark. Pain receded. Low tide. Tape loosened, muscles warm, bones numb enough. Pain came and went, but manageable. When it hit, reminded myself, proof of toughness. Proof I was getting tougher became a ritual. Show up early, tape the feet, endure 30 mins of hell, talk myself through, survive. No fake it till you make it, this was real. Showing up daily, willing to face that pain, that was the victory. Instructors saw it. Rewarded me, offered to tie my hands and feet, throw me in the pool. Drown proofing. Controlled drowning, I called it. Dolphin kick like a spastic rocking horse, barely getting air, fighting panic, but I'd practiced. Visualized, endured, passed. Second phase, dive phase, more water torture, treading water, fully loaded twin 80s weight belt. Fins helped propulsion but killed my fractured shins, stressed the ankles. No tape allowed, had to suck it up. Swim 50 meters on back, 50 on stomach, stay on the surface. No flotation, heads up, neck screaming, shoulders burning. Pool sounded like a torture chamber. Gurgling, gasping, guttural screams. Guys sinking, ditching gear, quitting. Took me 3 tries to pass that one. Last attempt focused on long, fluid scissor kicks from the hip flexors. Barely made it. By third phase, land warfare on San Clemente Island, legs finally healing. Knew I'd graduate. Island was different, no looky-loos, just us and the instructors.